and I walked through the divorce. It was surreal. Um, and I would just say with time, God met me in the midst of that. But it was a long, long time and it was difficult. And buddies that I have going through the same thing, that's the advice that I give them is like, dude, it is a long, long, hard walk, but you can make it. You just have to do it. It sounds so trite. It sounds so little, but one step after the other, one day at a time, survive and realize that you have to own your crap. You have to own your sins. You have to own your violation that you contributed to the death of your relationship. But your self esteem, your worth is not based in what somebody else thinks about you. It's your standing as a child of God, as a man of God, as the father to your children, and as somebody who means something to the friends that you have. That is what got me through all of that.
I have a ton of questions, and I know we can't answer all of them, but thank you for sharing that with us. That's a very tender experience.
Yeah.
Looking back, what helped you get up out of bed? Because I don't know if I could wake up. What helped you to get out of bed, and what sustained you throughout that period as you drove east and realized things weren't coming back together.
Yeah. When I drove back home after that retreat, I felt numb. I felt empty. I I was renting a room with from these two other guys. Um, I mean, and it was a pigsty house. It was horrible. It was bad, but that's what I had, and that's what I had to live with. How did I get up out of bed? You know what, Tico? There were days I didn't. I mean, I remember like texting my boss, like, dude, not gonna make it in today.
Yeah.
And it was like, I just can't get up. There were times that I would sleep for unbelievably long periods of time. Like, how do you sleep for 16 hours?
Yeah.
You do it because of depression. But I had to realize I would really it would come down to this. I mean, this is how radical it was. It's like, Glenn, are you breathing? Yes. Cherish that breath. You're
Wow.
breathing and do something with that life that your breath gives you. I
Hmm.
mean, that's what I had to do some of those days. Um, some days I didn't even want to recognize that. But friends helped me through it, and they were guy friends. I had a very small circle of buddies that were there with me, and they helped me through. Their wives helped me through too, because having them as women speak into my life.
Yeah.
You know what, Glenn? You're a rear end when you act like this, and this. And my wife would say that, and I would hear that from these other women. Like,
Yeah.
okay, it's not just her. I
Yeah.
need to go to work on fixing those things. But then they would also say, but Glenn, you're a good man. You're
Yeah.
a loving man. You're a caring man. And it wasn't their duty to do that, but they did that. And so that's another thing is the men and women in your life to speak to you, to speak into your life, to deliver bad news to you and news that you need to take and that you need to hear, but also good news as well.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we'll feel like an absolute crap show